Hello guys, my name is Sam and welcome back to SWTOR Central, and in today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit unusual for me. I am going to be playing the Consular storyline up to level 20. Now this video is going to be part of my May the 4th event week, hence the logo below the camera screen. I know that that's probably annoying because it's quite big and obnoxious, but I'm not gonna lie. This entire thing is going to be so annoying and irritating to me that you guys deserve something back. Be thankful I didn't make the damn thing bigger. Okay, so a little bit of backstory for anybody watching who doesn't really watch my streams or has gotten to know me very well. Basically, anybody that knows me and who watches me stream will know that I do not like the Consular storyline, not even a little bit. So this video is a special video purely for that reason alone, even though it may seem very silly. Now, as a quick disclaimer here for you, everybody is entitled to their own opinion on a storyline, so if you don't like the Consular storyline, that's great, we're going to get along absolutely swell. If you do like the Consular storyline, then I warn you, I caution you right now, this video is just going to be me whining, complaining, and nagging the entire time. So without further ado, let's get into the goddamn meme Consular video. On a scale of 1 to 10, how salty was that intro? Okay, so before even making this video, there has been some requests, let's say, as to what this character is going to look like. Also, just because I would typically go for an assassin or a shadow, I will be going for a sage this time around. So as I was saying, there have been some requests as to what this character looks like, and I can confirm for you that this character is going to be a pink male Twi'lek. Do you know what? I think I'm actually gonna save the appearance for the intro cutscene because we're all gonna suffer together. Prepare yourselves, people, because it doesn't get any more of a meme than this right here. Good grief. I can't look at this with a serious face. Actually, I made his face look somewhat like how I feel about making this video. It's all gonna make sense. Look at that face. Look at that cute, rounding, porky face. Oh, great. My first dialogue option. Let's go with... Oh, I wanted to say I'm not excited to be here. So let's say, do you greet all new arrivals? Look at his face. Like, all he's thinking about right now is cake. Oh my god, I'm so glad to be out of the first cutscene. Okay. I'm just going to say right now, it's totally not cheating if I use an XP boost. I should also probably choose a Spectre players. I think we're going to go with... Let's go with Force Imbalance. Actually, the spec is just called Balance. Force Imbalance is the name of the ability that you get. Okay, so the first task is to take the taxi to the Gnarls, which is pretty much the first task of anything you make on Typhon. Okay, I can immediately visit my trainer, which is, I guess, a good sign. Give me some new stuff. Disturbance. Easy. Ooh, I need to apply my keybinds because otherwise this playthrough is going to be even worse than it needs to be. Okay, keybinding. Main, apply. Okay, boom. Easy as pie. I'm going to pop that there. Alright, I need to go to the Path of a Jedi, recover the Northeast hologram, etc., etc. Oh my god, where are my cooldown blah 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 blah? Where are my cooldown timers? Ba da 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 da. Give me the first hologram. This is one of the reasons why the Consular storyline just not style great. One of the first things you have to do is go to a hologram with no action at all involved, apart from the odd mob across the planet, and just listen. Just listen to a hologram. How riveting of a storyline. I was sent to save you with my tight abs. I love how if you look down on the character like this, it kind of looks like they're big and ripped. But if you just rotate the camera, then it's just like, looks a little bit different, right? Yet another hologram. This is now the third hologram. There's probably like a legit 10 minutes of just watching holograms in the first mission. Just don't feel like it's a good start. I agree, it doesn't sound very exciting. It's like with the warrior, for example, here. Like, one of the first things you do is you are sent in to... what's the tomb? The tomb, anyways. The tomb on Korriban. You're sent, like, straight in there to go recover a weapon from an armory. That's badass. But no, if you're a consular, you gotta go listen to some holograms, bitch. And the fourth and final hologram. Nothing happens. Wow, this is the most interesting thing that has happened since since, well, this is just the most interesting thing that's happened so far. Was that like the main goal, or like the main thing to find out the entire time? Just the theft of a holo projector that was just randomly found on the grounds. It's like, did you not expect somebody to steal that? Like, what was going on? Like, I know this is a whole, you know, Jedi place and everything, but I mean, come on, if you leave something out in the open, somebody's probably gonna steal it, right? It's like almost everything about this storyline is just going to make me facepalm and just question why. Why? Okay, so report to Master Yuan Pa. I'm totally going to be using a taxi for that. Jedi Temple, please. In case anybody didn't notice, by the way, I actually named this the meme Twi'lek. Kind of appropriate, I think. I'm like 15 minutes into making this video, and I'm just over level 2. This is really making me depressed right now. Also, the only way I'm going to be leveling is through the story missions, so we will be getting 20 levels worth of story missions in this. That's the plan anyways. It's a freaky giant lizard, exactly what I would say.
This thing doesn't look like anybody's friend.
Kind of uncalled for, douche.
Some people, even some
Okay.
Jedi, disapprove of my friendship with Kaizen. I wanted you to meet before rumors prejudiced you. First, thank you for saving the holograms. Jedi have lost enough lately without losing our history too.
Oh my god, about the missing hologram.
The holo projectors was taken before I could reach it.
I recall, and not just one at random it seems. That hologram is of the infamous Master Rajivari.
Of course it is.
Rajivari was
Don't know who that is.
he turned to the dark side.
The dark side.
The very order he helped create.
Why would the founders keep Rajavari's image among them after what he did?
Excellent question. To honor his
Did she just say question?
Excellent question. For a gesture of healing.
Excellent question. That was an excellent question. Oh, level 3. Nice. Probably anything cool to turn out of that conversation. Okay, Bastion. Tell me what you know. Give me the missing holo projector. Tell me if you've seen it.
Just as well. We have an uninvited guest.
You call me the uninvited guest. Pretty sure you guys are illegal immigrants here.
This is a Jedi world. I'll come and go as I please.
What do you expect?
Oh, bitch had nothing to say. Here we go, guys. The Consular storyline's introduction in a nutshell. A valuable holo projector has been stolen. Wait. Back out of this cutscene. Okay. Earlier on, I was told that these guys are here illegally. This guy's just said that for 9 years he's been the dueling champion, right? So does that mean they've been here for 9 years? Because he's been fighting off the Flesh Raider attacks as well in that time? Because if these guys are struggling to defend for themselves, which is what I was told earlier, and that they are pretty much in need of help, otherwise they are in incredible danger, as we can see, Flesh Raiders are legit right around their encampment. They've been here for 9 years, and this is all they have to show for it. Let that just sink in, please. What a bunch of inadequate Twi'leks. Why the hell did they enslave this race when clearly they get nothing done? Okay, we're back to where we was. And I'm about to say that you're making me very angry because, to be fair, that's kind of how I feel.
You have a choice. Either
Here we go.
in Nayland's direction, or this festival will be memorable for all the wrong reasons.
Oh!
Not on festival day. There's children here.
Oh.
Tell him, Bashet, so we can get out.
Okay, fine. Nayland went into the Flesh Raiders' territory. He's probably still there.
Wow.
Gone a while.
Why would you withhold that kind of information from me? If you was to actually open your eyes and see that I'm a Jedi, when your friend is clearly in danger inside of Flesh Raider territory, why would you not tell me that to begin with? Why are you an absolute moron? Okay, time to go into Flesh Raider territory. Easy. Wrecked. Wow. The game's too easy, boys. Here we go. One of the only things that is currently bringing me joy is that every time I level up, I get a little bit closer to ending this video. Search for Rajavari's holocron. Which, translates into the missing projector, by the way. The missing holo projector. Ooh, is this it? I think this is it anyways. Maybe it's not.
You make a lot of noise.
Hello.
For a flesh raider, I find a Jedi Padawan. I come to listen, to think among
Does my lack of clothes make you think that I'm a Padawan?
Why have you come?
I came here to receive this stolen holo projector because it's very important to my consular storyline.
To bring Rajavari's holoprojector back to the temple.
Oh, this guy's a Force user? He just did that.
The flesh raiders will come, but not leave. A merciful death compared to what my people have suffered.
What? So this guy stole his holo projector, which must have been very recently, because it's only now just being discovered, and apparently there were people before me reading the holo projectors, and I don't mean other players, I mean actual other NPCs, so to speak, since the holo projectors were actually saying, oh yeah, another one has come. So if we was to put this into like a rational time frame, let's maybe go 1, maybe 2 days. So this guy's maybe had the holo projector for 2 days, right? And this projector has shown this guy not only how to wield the Force, but how to use it to crumble debris from the ceiling. What? All hail Darth Blue Twi'lek, the one who is epic at crushing the ceiling, but not so epic at his dramatic landings. Whereas I can just jump off and be like, hey, this totally didn't faze me at all. Like legit, just some random Twi'lek just did this after listening to the projector for a bit. I'm not gonna lie, guys, like in the Jedi Knight storyline, something very similar to this happens. Your master, Master August Din, actually I don't think is he your master at that point? Anyways, Master August Din, who does something very similar to this in a cave where he just drops a rock and it just basically blocks up an entrance. He says to the Jedi Knight, that that's going to take him years to master. But some random blue Twi'lek from Kalikori Village, which is illegally on the planet, which has been on the planet illegally for 9 years, which doesn't have a single competent defense system. Oh my god, I can't even begin to express how much this story is annoying me right now. Right, I have to go back to Master Yuan Pa. To be fair, I kind of want to go back to her. I feel like she's not going to trigger me as much as these goddamn Twi'leks.
Threatening innocent people is unacceptable. Aggression and impatience only lead to ruin.
I can cope.
I'm strong enough to shape my own path, Master Yuan.
Consider that strength is a function of power and control. Now let us examine Rajavari's hologram.
The hologram
I don't think any master would respond like that.
Galen Ralak. He'd learned Force techniques from Rajavari's hologram. He was obviously unstable.
Villager, very unusual. Then this Nalen is Force sensitive.
Nobody else is picking up on it. Back out of cutscene. In the Jedi Knight storyline, they immediately pick up on the fact that the Flesh Raiders shouldn't be using weapons. That they're too dumb, basically, to be using, like, actual weapons, like blasters or whatever. Yet in this storyline, they can't seem to be like, oh, how the hell did this Twi'lek somehow manage to... Do you know what? Let's just get on with this. I'm sorry, but this conversation is just giving me so many more reasons as to why I dislike the Consular storyline. And to be fair, this is all coming back to me from the first time around I played this. So it's like she literally just explained that generations of Jedi have tried to find this Fount of Rajavari, and she has literally just now, within seconds, deducted as to where it is. Okay, so fair enough, there was a clue within the holo projector, but that was there before. So I would imagine that way before the holo projector was even stolen, people had seen it, and, you know, they could have made the same deduction, right? But no, generations of Jedi, people who had time to think, about where they need to be to find this fount. They couldn't find it out, but no, Master Yuan Pa, for the purpose of the plot, she figured it out in goddamn seconds. Seconds! Seconds! You need to go to this one place, which is quite literally just up here. And I'll level up as soon as I get here. Even better. Even better. I wonder if some people feel like I'm just nitpicking at everything, because if that's what you think, then I agree. That is absolutely what I'm doing. The ruins of Caliph. Okay, so a mysterious stone carving. Inspect the stone carving. Okay, so this is the blade that it's talking about, the point of the blade, and this is like the sanctuary place. So bear in mind, we had this hint before, okay, and this thing sticks out like a sore thumb the moment you walk into this place. All right, so it's literally right there. So if I can figure this out, I'm gonna be so mad. But obviously I already know that I am. The writing carved into this stone, blah blah blah. The more you examine it, the stronger your intuition becomes. Okay. Okay, so not only did my master like actually just figure out where I needed to go in seconds, as I explained earlier, but now this random ass NPC droid, which is actually supposed to be an enemy, just came up to me and just started talking to me. Like, I wonder if it ever did that with anybody else who came in search of the hilt or the blade. I guess ultimately what you really have to weigh this story down to is the Force intervening, which is kind of what Yuan Pa was talking about earlier. But I don't know if I would go with that. Like, I don't know if this story can really, you know, get in the trail of the Force intervening. I just don't feel like it works. The hilt of the first lightsaber awaits me. Let's go find it. Okay, so I have to activate and destroy combat training droids. Is this how you prove that you're worthy? Again, any previous generation Jedi that came here could have clearly seen these things. So again, it just adds to the fact that it's kind of bullshit that they didn't find it. Kind of weird, huh? Unless this entire place was supposed to be a secret, which I'm pretty sure it wasn't, since there's a big ass entrance over there. Activate and destroy combat training droids. Now return to the stone carving. Okay, so what does destroying these training droids do? Does destroying training droids prove you are worthy? Okay, so they were basically testing me. Interesting.
My battle skills are more than merely satisfactory.
Geometry does not lie. Take the hilt. Treat with respect. Fight with honor.
That's all you had to do? Is that actually all you had to do? Inside the stone and the hilt appears to have been modified and heavily engraved as to store information. You see no way to access it. Are you gonna show me it?
Master Yuan, I found the hilt of the first
Come
blade,
on.
a proto-lightsaber from someone called the Weapon Master.
I'm sorry, but I'm still not buying this whole thing. It's just really annoying me. It's when I play story, which it's not often, not anymore anyways, but you got to be immersed into it, right? Like, everything has got to be believable, and it's just all this stuff. It's not good. It's really not good. Like, I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but especially this beginning part here, with the Consular, it's just so bad. So bad. So I like the throwback to the first council. I think that's cool. That's a good way to tell us that this is a pretty important place to go to. Okay, so now that we found the hilt of the first lightsaber and discovered that we need to take it to the cave where the very first Jedi Council was created or formed, so we need to take it there. I'm not entirely sure why, to be fair, but that's where it needs to go, so that's where I'm gonna take it. And then we're gonna see what happens, because this is Star Wars and the Force, and you know, stuff is gonna happen. Okay, so this cave is where the first Jedi Council was formed, which is kind of interesting, because this looks like pretty much every other cave you find in Typhon. Okay, so I need to investigate the stone markings. Didn't Quaisen say that he was going to join me? Because he hasn't, unless he's about to come now. Let's see what these stone markings are. Oh, here he is.
You outcome the lightsabers. I want whatever first blade you found at Caliph. Now.
So they're in on it? they're in on it then, right? So they know about the Fountain of Rajavari. I questioned them about this earlier, but they still led me towards Nayland. So if they knew about this, and knew that Nayland had some form of plan, even though I threatened them, not a lot of this adds up. Not a lot of this adds up, for real. Did you actually think this was going to work out for you? Don't know how humiliating it is to be killed by a Consular, or a Sage even, when they use their lightsaber. Still don't show us the hilt. Why don't they show us the hilt? Why would they not show us the hilt of the first ever lightsaber? Like, I mean, come on. I'm intrigued. I want to see it. I want to feel it. I want to touch it. Okay, this will be good.
Survival. Mine, my villages, and yours, Jedi. Interesting to think about. My people's deaths will be avenged. There's other paths to the Fount of Rajavari. I'll find it, and then I'll kill you.
Okay.
Kill the villagers? How could you?
Focuses on me killing people. Pretty sure it's self-defense. Yeah, look, the option is even here. It was self-defense. I regret their deaths. They'd have kept pursuing it. They would have done. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to attack anyways, so...
They attacked me. I didn't have a choice.
Let me see those coordinates, Padawan. I hope they're worth such a terrible price.
She has got to be the worst master I've ever seen. Oh, look. It's a star map. Oh, God. Oh, my God, seriously. Access to North Terminal, access to West Terminal. Another one of these. Okay, so now we go back to the place we went to before, which is where we first got the hilt of the first lightsaber. A little bit of a wild goose chase at the moment. But now we have to go to some more terminals, because the Consular storyline is all about going to those terminals. Okay. Return to my... Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I came all this way and learned nothing. Why? Why? What was the point? What was the point? I learned nothing. Okay, so they did speak of allies that they made past the north, or the North Mountains or something, which I'm assuming is what's going to take us into here. So when I go back to Yuan Pa, right, that better be the thing that is brought up, because if it's not, I swear to God, I swear to God. Okay, so every time I come into a conversation with Master Yuan Pa, I not only think that she becomes a more of a worse and worse master, but she also just says things that are just so stupid. But I don't necessarily think it's the character's fault. I think it's more to do with the way the story is written. So basically we were told that the Fount of Rajavari is going to be booby trapped, right? Like, it's going to have traps, and you will only really be able to pass if you follow... like, pass safely through if you follow the teachings of Rajavari. So the point in going to the terminals then would have been to gain knowledge of that, right? Like, to be almost as if you were walking the path of Rajavari yourself. Like, you need to know those things, right? So all we found out from one of them was that Rajavari said that to sacrifice strength was foolish. A different one talked about how they made allies past the mountains. And the third one just talked about how Rajavari was dead and that the council was laying siege or was trying to seize them. I don't know, something along those lines. So, to be fair, like, the only insight or the only principle that we learned from any of those terminals were that Rajavari said he thought that sacrificing strength was foolish. The only other important thing now is the fact that they mentioned they made allies past the mountains, but that's not necessarily a teaching or a following of a something, right? That's just learning new information that they had allies past the mountains. So again, the Consular storyline strikes badly. It's just, the more I think about this storyline, the more I just want to give up on everything. I'm sorry. I can't do this. We've already been into this for like over an hour, and I think everybody knew what was going to happen with this, to be completely honest. The first 20 levels of the Consular storyline, what an absolute jerk. It's official. We made it to level 7. I don't think I can go any further. I can't. Because I already know what happens in the rest of the storyline anyways, and experiencing the first part of this storyline again and actually paying attention to it is just even worse. It's worse. I keep wanting to compare this with the Sith Inquisitor storyline, which starts out really strong. Like, you come into the game as a former slave who had potential. You had, you know, Force sensitivity, so you were sent to Korriban for your Sith training. You know, you're going to be an acolyte, and then eventually you're going to be an apprentice to a powerful Darth, you know. So, in the Inquisitor storyline, what you do is you go in, you meet a bunch of different people who are competing for the chance of becoming an apprentice to a powerful, or I guess wise as well, master. And you go on trials. Like, you go on trials, they're cool, you kill stuff, you collect stuff, you research stuff. It's cool, man. Like, it has substance. And then with this, you just get holo projectors and random blue Twi'leks and some other random yellow ones, which sometimes show up and try to ruin your day, but they just can't. Let's face it, they're Twi'leks. To be completely honest, I think I've really stretched out my patience with this. It just, it really doesn't. I mean, to be fair, if anybody watching this video wants to just try and prove me otherwise, then please feel free to do so, but I already know what happens in the rest of the storyline anyways, and I don't think any of that's ever going to change anytime soon. I mean, in regards to my opinion anyways. I can't get my head around it. It's just so bad. In comparison to the others, it's just so bad. And that's the end of that. It's a dead meme now. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.